knew it! You seen this? This pedal has a secret.
What kind of dark secrets is Glenn hiding in the Cockblocker? Find out right now on Gear Gods Investigates.
There is a switch and a knob inside of the fucking Cockblocker. I'd be willing to bet that Glenn himself doesn't even know about these or know what they do. One of them, it says gain, and it's a knob. The other one says buffered or unbuffered. Pedal dorks will be excited to be able to turn this from buffered to presumably true bypass, but like, I don't think it says anything in, I've read this whole thing, the entirety of these many pages of directions front to back. It doesn't say anything about these features inside of the gate. Let's call Glenn and find out. It's gonna be really nice. He's screening his shit because he doesn't want me to know the truth. He doesn't want you to know the truth about his own pedal. I tried calling him. He says he's gonna call me in a sec. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's calling. He's calling. Hi, Grandma.
Frankie, baby, what's happening?
I just wanted to say thank you for sending over the nice Cockblocker pedal. It's very good at blocking sound. And also, I wanted to know, why don't you want America to know the truth about your pedal, Glenn? What are you hiding?
It's true. It's true. If you use the Cockblocker pedal, it will make you bald.
That's not the answer I was expecting. But I'm talking about the secret hidden features, Glenn. I opened up the pedal. I voided the warranty to find out that there is a switch and a knob in here that you didn't tell us about.
Okay.
Glenn, there's a knob that says gain and and a switch that says buffered and unbuffered, and it's not in the manual.
Okay.
What are you trying to hide?
Well, it's simple. We just didn't want to get the bass players confused.
Yeah, but now I'm confused.
Well, stop playing bass.
Oh shit, I didn't think of that. So what do they do, Glenn?
As far as I know, and you know, I'm just grasping at straws here. I could talk to the designer, but as I'm pretty sure, the gain knob pretty much sets the threshold. It's like a master threshold control that basically determines the throw on the knob on the pedal itself that the user adjusts. It's kind of like a master gain knob, you know, kind of like a master fader kind of thing.
You're the biggest master fader I know.
Am I on video right now, by the way?
What? No. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, okay. Hi, everybody watching Trey's channel. Yeah, stop wasting time there. Subscribe to mine. It's way funnier.
That's unlikely. So, Glenn, there's a switch. What does buffered and unbuffered mean?
I think that's like an impedance switch more than anything. You know, you always talk about, you know, there's true bypass and then there's a buffered input. What was it set to when you opened it? Do you remember?
Yeah, I haven't touched it yet because I don't want to, you know.
You don't want to fuck anything up. What was it set to?
It's set to buffered.
Okay, I'd say go do a wiki or a Google search on what does a buffered input do.
That's the most grandma thing ever. Why don't I do a Google search to find out? I thought you were an engineer.
Yes, I'm a recording engineer, not a pedal engineer. You know what? You know who'd be the right person to ask this question?
Who?
Henning. Why don't you call up Henning?
Henning Pauly. Oh, geez.
Yeah. It might take him 10 years to make the explanation, but you will get one eventually.
Great. So this video just turned into 40 minutes. Well, listen, we're gonna expose the truth of this pedal to the American people and to the international people around the world, and for the underrepresented bass players who are unfairly treated in this planet. And you think that they can't do it? Well, you're wrong. I'm telling you right now, Glenn, you're wrong. I'm gonna find out these switches and the knob, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this. And thanks.
By the way, how do you like the pedal?
I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It turned out pretty good.
Thanks, Trey. You have a wonderful day.
Bye, Glenn. Should we call Henning? The thing is, I don't actually need to call Henning because I know what a buffered and unbuffered inputs are. The fact that Glenn doesn't know is hilarious. But you know what? As he mentioned, he's not a pedal builder. Sometimes if you have like a long pedal or a long cable run in your pedal board, the signal can actually, over the course of the entire cable run, like when there's a lot of cables, of course you have to use 4 cables to use this pedal like we demonstrated in the last video, you can actually lose a lot of signal. So if you have a buffer, it keeps that from happening. And this, of course, is going to be the first thing in your chain. So what this actually is is it's a built-in buffer for your whole pedal board. So you can like skip having a buffer entirely. You don't have to have a separate buffer pedal. Or if you don't want it to be buffered for whatever reason, you can flick this little switch, boop, down to the unbuffered setting. I'll demonstrate that just in case you didn't know how a switch worked. And then the gain, well, Glenn seems to think it's for one thing. We're gonna find out what it's actually for in a second here. All right, let's plug this sucker back in, and then we'll be able to actually test out those two secret hidden features and see if you're getting your money's worth from Glenn's pedal over here. So what we were sold on as a one knob pedal wasn't what we thought. In case you didn't see the video that led into this one, we're using a Fender Tele because it's, you know, noisy, single coil. We're using high gain tones coming off of the Engel Savage 120 over here, and we're just going straight into Pro Tools through the Torpedo Reload, and we're using cab IRs from the Trey Xavier producer packs. So here's what that sounds like. With the Cockblocker, normal settings. Okay, set up in the dual blocker technique that we showed you in the last video. Let's turn her over, see what happens. If I can, let's see what happens when the Cockblocker falls on the floor is what it's about to happen. I'm taping the knob into place here so it's not gonna move. Why is making videos so hard? Okay, let's flip it to unbuffered. It kind of sounds different. It sounded a little weak on the unbuffered side. Maybe it's just not getting enough signal because we're using so much cable. We're using like at least 4 25-foot cables, I think. Let's see what this gain knob does. I suspect that it might be the output gain. Really, you want the input and the output gain of a pedal to be the same. You want the level going in and coming out to be about the same, because otherwise, it's, you know, you're gonna get a wildly different volume or gain level hitting like a distorted signal when you turn the pedal on. So I'm gonna play a chord and I'm gonna turn it up and we're gonna see what happens. It turns up the output. That's actually the output from the pedal. So that means if we turn it off, you can actually use the pedal as a boost. I'm not really sure if there's any value to using it as a boost, but it has a ton of output gain. Like, look at this. I'm gonna turn it all the way up. This is where it came set to. I think it was set all the way down. And you can turn it. Holy crap. You can see right here that the actual output volume is higher when we turned it up. That means that this is gain that's going in out of the loop. So this is after the preamp section that gain is being added to the power amp of the amp. So it's not gonna give you more gain, like a higher gain tone. That'll only work if it's going into the preamp section, and that's where the boost is happening before it hits the preamp. That'll give you like a more distorted sound rather than a louder one. This is going to actually give you a louder sound of what you've already got. Well, there you have it, folks. The truth, Glenn Fricker exposed. You thought you were getting a one knob gate pedal, but as it turns out, it's got extra features on the inside. He's hiding something, and it's better. It's actually, the pedal is better than we thought. It's better than Glenn thought it was. And now we have the proof. The proof is in the pudding. The pudding is delicious. It's chocolate. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, mash that subscribe button, smack the bell, drop us a like, and leave a comment in the comments section below, letting me and Grandma Glenn Fricker know what you feel, how you feel about being bamboozled, about being hoodwinked, about being lied to about the Cockblocker pedal, and the truth of the matter, the truth that Glenn Fricker didn't want you to know about how this pedal works and how it's better than it was supposed to be. And you can find a link in the description where you can buy one and you can see for yourself. You can crack it open And then you just go on Glenn's channel and you tell him that we know. And we will not be silenced. And I'll see you real soon. The penis stopper from Glenn Fricker. Glenn's out to stop your penis from making noises, from making the noises that it was meant to make. You don't want to have penis noise, do you? You wouldn't download a penis. Do you think this chicken is Glenn's spirit animal? Built like a tank. Let's get this thing hooked up and see if it still works. A bunch of bullshit. Some numbers.